Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you guys are being safe and blessed through this new year. Um, Last week, Mr. Block passed away, and my grandmother always told me, when people pass away, try to think of the good things. I always would ask her, when you pass away, what do you want? She says, I don't want you crying. I don't want you to be sad. Just remember the good times. And so that's what we're going to do. I'll tell you the story of how I met Mr. Block and how all this. First of all, I want to say my condolences to you and your family. I hope that you guys are doing well. I know someone lost a father, a brother, a husband, a role model, and that's very hard to, to get through. There's no time period on how long you can be sad or mourn somebody, so everybody take their respective time. When I was younger, when I was way, way younger, I remember back in the MySpace days when I first got my Subaru, I had an '04 STI. All my friends were like, why'd you get a Subaru? Subarus are dank. That's just what they were, tight as fuck to me back then. They still are today. In the summer of 2008, I was on MySpace scrolling and somebody sent me a video and shared it to my wall. And I was like, what is this? It's Kim Block, Gymkhana 1, when he had the Hawkeye Subaru and he was doing all crazy things at the time. And I was blown away and I was just like, what? You can get 500 horsepower plus and put 18 by 10s on a Subaru? And watching him drive and seeing the level of dedication from that, and all of my friends immediately after that went to our local parking lot down by the Crenshaw Mall, and we all messed around in our cars. We thought we was doing something. I don't know what we was doing, but we felt like Kim Block. Fast forward to Gymkhana 2, and I believe that's the one with the Subaru hatch, and that's when the level of crazy shit went up from there. And we watched that, and then everybody I knew, all 5 friends I knew with a Subaru, all our goofy asses were hitting each other with luminescent light bulb, them tubes you get, like office tubes and all that. We were just hitting each other with them and, imitating that. And what I'm trying to say is life imitates art. And Mr. Block, you left a big, impactful time on a lot of our lives. I never thought that I would be in the position I am right now, working for Hoonigan or doing any of the such or anything I do. I thought I would just low-key be stuck at the airport, stuck in aerospace, stuck in building F-35s and all that. But then I remember I met Mr. Scotto and yourself very briefly, and Mr. Scotto and I chopped it up, and here we are now. And a handful of occasions I've got to see you, talk to you, and work with you. I remember the very first time I had a conversation with you, I was on the phone and you walked by me and just said, what's up? And I was like, yo, I gotta go. Like, Kim Block just walked in and I said, hey, how's it going, Gary? He said, I know who you are. And this is the time, I believe he was doing the Cosworth escort stuff, and this was like my first 2 weeks at Hoonigan. And it was crazy to think, like, the dude that I had watched so many times on TV, through the YouTube, through my compact Passario computer, is like right face to face with me. And we talked about Star Wars. Of all things, we didn't talk about cars. I didn't ask him how the crazy shit he did. We talked about Star Wars. And I remember like the closing statement. I was like, man, you going to do it this year? He's like, I'm trying. And I said, do or do not. There is no try. That's what Master Yoda said. He chuckled and I just walked away. And after that, it was like this whole thing we do is like a video game. In a sense, like when I say like a video game, it's like kind of like whatever in the automotive community, whatever wish you kind of have in your head for a build or crazy wise can be made, can be happen. And it's like, it's like choose your path. But in this sense of life, there unfortunately are no continues, there are no restarts, but there are saves. And when I mean there are saves, it's all the memories we have of people around us and the people who made an impact on our life. So Mr. Block, from myself, thank you for all you've done. Appreciate all the shit you've done for the community, all the crazy stuff, all the people you've touched emotionally and with your videos. Trust me, there's a future of people that are going to be hitting curbs in their Subarus just like myself, trying to do the shit you did. And I want to say thank you. Without Without you, there is no Uncle Gary. There is no Rant Wednesday. There is no me yelling at people on this verse that to do dumb shit. And whatever you saw, you and Mr. Scotto saw in me, and others like me, like my colleagues, thank you. I hope you rest easy. Be safe. If you see my grandma up there, tell her what's up. I never took that chicken out the refrigerator, and I'm sorry. Be safe.